Coming to you from Seattle tonight, where the roof at Safeco Field has been closed for comfort. Game 1 here in the month of May between the Oakland A's and the Seattle Mariners. Mariners baseball starts right now. Erasmo Ramirez gets the starting nod for the M's. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, I hope these guys were listening today during the hitters meeting, because they have not been swinging the bats well. They only scored 1 run in the loss yesterday, and somewhere along the line, this offense has to execute at a higher level if this team's going to compete.
The 1-1 home. Here's a bouncing ball now headed for the shortstop, Segura. And that's out number 1. And here's a shot of the Athletic starting lineup for this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, you got to love what Jonathan Lucroy does for this offense. He's got a batting average of over 400 with runners in scoring position coming into this one. I love watching him in those situations because he gets really dialed in. Hopefully we get to see some of that today.
So now it's Mark Canna, head-to-head with Erasmo Ramirez, batting .500, 4 for 8. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. First pitch on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well-liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not say complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Hit back toward the mound. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's Jed Lowry now as he hits one on a line to left field. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Here's Chris Davis now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. The A's strand 1. A's nothing. M's coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Andrew Triggs gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
So stepping in, D. Gordon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First offering on its way. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out. And now a quick look at the Mariners starting lineup in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you better keep an eye on Robinson Cano as this game moves along. He's got over 1,000 RBIs. He's already proved he's a clutch hitter. He knows how to drive in big runs when it counts. So if the situation comes up in this game, I'm looking to watch how he goes to work in the clutch.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Gene Segura, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First pitch of the at-bat. And that slider's almost in the dirt. One out, nobody on. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Line drive to left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out.
Designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Now at the plate, Nelson Cruz. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Mariners come up empty first time around. We played an inning in Seattle, no score. Digging in, Matt Olson, and you can see great numbers over the past few games.
First baseman, Matt Olson.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Now the 2-1 is in there for strike number 2. Short for Segura. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And let's focus on Kyle Seager right here. Former Gold Glove third baseman, plays a reliable third base. I think something that he does better than anybody is his ability to come in on those swinging bunts or guys trying to lay a bunt down on him. He has the ability to have such soft hands and make that off-balance throw to first base.
So striding forward now, Stephen Piscotty. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. And the catch made out there by Ichiro, and that's out number 2.
Batting 7, catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Chopped weakly to the left. Seager fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Coming to the plate now, Robinson Cano, set to lead off the home half of the second.
Second baseman, Robinson Kanal.
Cano waits on the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And it's fouled away. Here's another 1-2. Popped him up. Semien into shallow center. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan Lucroy can beat you multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He was 1 for 3 in the ballgame back on Sunday. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Now the 1-1 pitch. He pulls this one into right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First offering on its way. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Goodness. 0-2 now. Ready with another 0-2. In the air out toward right field. Piscotty's there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 7, left fielder, Ben Gamble.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. Seager stands at second with two gone. Called strike over the outside part of the plate.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Weak chopper up the line, but that one rolls foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Swing and a little blooper to center. In comes Powell. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first to bat in the inning. First delivery to him on the way. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Popped him up. Freitas is under it. He's got it one away. So with one away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. So that'll bring in the outfielder Boog Powell. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. In there, a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the 1-0. That's a tough take. Now the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Third inning, no score to this point. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit back up the middle. There's Kanal. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Coming to the plate now, Mark Kanal, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. Runners are at first and second with one away. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. First and second now, one man out. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. This is foul right side. The 2-2 one more time is laid off, and the count runs full.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Now batting, Jed Lowry. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Oh, 0-2 the count to Jed Lowry.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first two pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Segura has it. On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. A's strand a couple. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's Ichiro now. He went 2 for 4 to close out Sunday's series finale.
Right fielder, Ichiro Suzuki.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. Semien is there to take it as they're able to set down Ichiro on just one pitch.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Digging in now for the Mariners, David Freitas, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score.
Nope.
And he lays off for ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Here's D. Gordon now, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0. On the ground to third. Chapman brings it in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in to try it again, Chris Davis. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
First pitch on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12 to 10 and 9 to 8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it, gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year, and the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Now batting, the first baseman.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he misses again, 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
3-0 now.
3 balls, no strikes.
The 3-0. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot that time for Matt Olson, number 14 on the season, and Oakland has moved out in front here 2-0.
Wow, back-to-back to start the inning. Talk about putting a pitcher on notice. On the mound, you almost have to completely forget about those and try to convince yourself you're starting the inning over fresh. No one on, no one out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And that misses 1-1.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Just a bit low, ball 3.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. 3-2 now.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back to back. I don't think there'll be a third.
3-2 pitch. Count remains full. The next 3-2. Count still full, 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And you can see a pretty good differential there, with one starter topping out at 94 and the other a fairly pedestrian 89. Now at the plate, Jonathan Lucroy. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and a strike to count. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Under it now is Segura, and he's got it. 2 away now.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box, Marcus Semien. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. The 1-0 home. Hit sharply on the ground. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
So that'll bring in the outfielder Boog Powell as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. The 1-0 misses inside off the plate.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up, and a 2-0 count, there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet. Now the 2-0. 2-1 now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
The 2-1. And this will be fouled away. The 2-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the A's 2 and the Mariners nothing. Now to the plate, Gene Segura. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And now a pitch on the way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Segura behind on a 1-2 count. High in the air out to center field. Howell's under it. 1 out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Next for Seattle, Nelson Cruz. First time up, he went down looking. Here's the first pitch to him. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Heavy sinker just stayed inside. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here's Robbie Cano now. And, Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes to Robinson Cano here.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. And the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Howell looking up. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Robinson Cano, a solo home run. 4th home run for him on the season. And the Mariners strike for a run. It's now a 2-1 score.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Bases empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The 0-1 delivery. Called strike over the outside corner.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after two great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
Throws him for strike three, and that retires the side. Mariners able to get one back in the inning thanks to the solo home run. We're through four, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Now here it comes. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Now another 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
The 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field. Fourth home run for him on the season, and it's given the A's a 3-1 lead. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the fourth to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitter's on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Now here comes the Mariners skipper out to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Andrew Moore will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season.
The left fielder, number 20.
So now it's Mark Canna. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the pitch. Oh, he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
Ready with the 0-2. And that one just missed outside.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
The batter, number 8, second baseman.
Here's Jed Lowry now. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And it's gone. It's a solo shot for Jed Lowry. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And the A's open it up 4-1 now.
He might have thought he was going to fool him with a first pitch bender, but he was wrong. He was sitting on that curve and absolutely hammered it way out of here.
The batter, number 2.
Here's Chris Davis now.
Chris Davis.
As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Matt Olson is on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. The relay, and he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double.
First baseman.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Healy breaks it in, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting, right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. No hits to this point. set. Now the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Pause. Now the pitch. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
The 2-0. Too high. And it's 3-0. Davis on third with 2 out. Too high, ball 4. And they're at the corners now with 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
Striding in, Jonathan Lucroy. And they're runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Ichiro on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the A's 4 and the Mariners 1. Leading off the inning, Ryan Healy, and they'll need him to get something going here.
First baseman, Ryan Healy.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
Hit in the air to shallow center. Foul comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Up next for Seattle, left fielder, Ben Gamel.
Ready now, Ben Gamel comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a bunt attempt here. Chapman has it. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
Ready for another chance? Ichiro Suzuki, so far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Pulled toward right center field. Howell's in pursuit. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They trail it 4 to 1. Now at the plate, Marcus Semien, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Marcus Semien.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he just misses with a curveball. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. And he fouls this one off.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Now another 2-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Center fielder number 3.
Striding in once again, Luke Powell. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First offering on its way. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Gamble has a read on it. 2 gone.
Up next for Oakland, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Stepping into the box, Matt Chapman is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Fouled off. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Popped him up. Keeley has room in foul territory, and that ends the inning. A's are gone in order, but they lead it 4-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, David Freitas. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch on its way. Ground ball left side. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Soft liner to the left side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
That's got to be frustrating right there. You execute a pitch, a nice, good pitch right there. Batter's able to get a little lucky, stayed through it, caught it off the end of the bat. Not his best swing, but he's able to find a hole in the outfield.
Gene Segura standing in as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Striding forward now is the DH, Nelson Cruz. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's set, and the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Freitas over at second. Gordon is over at first with 1 away. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. It's back to Seattle right after this. Welcome back to Safeco Field here in Seattle. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. So coming to the plate, Mark Canha. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. Here it comes. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Now the 2-0. Skied into straightaway right. Suzuki has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Jed Lowry.
And with 1 gone now, that'll bring in Jed Lowry.
Most good breaking ball hitters will hit good breaking balls. In that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch that was down in the zone, and he handled it really nice.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Chris Davis.
Next will be the designated hitter, Chris Davis. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Gordon looking up. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, as they stretch the lead to 5-1. Stepping in now, Matt Olson. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. Stephen Piscotty would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Let's see where they throw Olson on a 3-1 count. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. First pitch of the at-bat. Hops this one up. And no one will get this one. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. The changeup right on the outside corner for a strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
Check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. The A's add on to their lead with the solo home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the A's 5 and the Mariners 1. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. The pitch. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Third baseman number 15, Kyle Seager.
Stepping into the box, Kyle Seager, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First offering on its way. Here's a strike.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well, and one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
Seventh inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Scored at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Striding into the box, Ryan Healy. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled down the line. And that's through for a hit.
Well, the pitcher's got to respect that. Third baseman getting dirty right there, trying to save him some extra bases.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He grounds it sharply to third. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Seattle. They're down 5-1. Juan Nicasio has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 12, Juan Nicasio.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. His lifetime line against Nicasio. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a great change of pace has him off balance, a swing and a miss. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Is a fastball down below the knees. Oh, textbook slider there, and he's back at even 2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
3-2. Marcus Semien is on deck. Popped him up. Kanal ranging into shallow right. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Marcus Semien. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Well, now the Mariners get some action in the bullpen as a left-hander's begun to get loose. The pitch. Fastball called for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The 0-2 delivery. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Gordon moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Center fielder number 3.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. (5-1) our score as we play the 8th. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is popped high in the air toward the left side. Seager is there, and that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Here's Ichiro now. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hit out towards second. Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out.
Now batting, catcher, David Freitas.
Stepping up to the plate, David Freitas. A hit in 2 tries so far. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike. And there are 2 gone now.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that 1 hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
Here's D. Gordon now. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Line drive snagged on a short hop. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
Gene Segura standing in as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Swing and a line drive. But this is foul near the seats. The 1-1. Runs a bit inside for a ball. Gordon, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hit on the ground to short. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Mariners leave 1. They're down here 5-1. Ready to start the ninth as we get a stunning shot there of the Seattle skyline on a great night for baseball. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. First pitch of the at-bat. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Now the 2-0 home is laid off of for ball number 3.
Well, ball 3, and listen, the Oakland A's right now would love to get this leadoff guy on any way they could. They would love a leadoff walk.
Now the 3-0 offering. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
And that is what you're going to get when you've got a flamethrower coming out of the bullpen. And when you're late on a fastball and you make contact below the label, all of a sudden, you're holding some new firewood.
So now it's Mark Canna as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Here's Jed Lowry now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. His lifetime line against Nicasio. He's 2 for 4. He also has 1 home run. 1 out and a runner on second base. That's lifted the other way out to left. Gamble moves over, and he makes the catch for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting, designated hitter, Davis.
Chris Davis will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. Set. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Missed with a slider. The 1-1. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a two-run shot to left center, his third home run of the ball game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
Now batting, first baseman.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Kanal fields it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the Athletic strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Mariners. It's the A's 7 and the Mariners 1. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Here comes the first pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Set to deliver the 0-1. On the ground and right at the shifted infielder. And there's 1 gone to start the bottom of the 9th.
The batter, second baseman, Robinson Kanal.
Here's Robbie Cano now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
0-2 now as Cano comes up empty on that one.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Lowry's got it. Throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone.
Third baseman number 15, Kyle Seager.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. So 1-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 2 out, nobody on. Last chance for the Mariners. Swing and a liner. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
Up next for Seattle, first baseman, Ryan Healy.
So digging in now, Ryan Healy has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the belt, the pitch. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Well, they've been struggling at the dish all game long, so stringing 2 hits back-to-back, one of them for extras, is a sign that they've got some life in them. We'll see if they can cash in here.
Digging in now, Ben Gamble. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Set to deliver the 0-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first. He'll be in time to take care of him. And the A's have taken game one of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts. But listen, he was good from the first inning through the ninth. Well-deserved complete game victory.
7-1 the final score in tonight's. The Oakland A's took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Andrew Triggs earns his 6th winning decision in this one, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Erasmo Ramirez.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West, Chris Davis was a force at the plate with 3 long balls and 4 RBIs, as Oakland took down the Mariners 7-1. As of today, he is the RBI leader in the American League. The Cleveland Indians racked up 11 hits as a team, as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 6-2. The Halos sent 3 balls into the seats, as they took down the visiting Orioles 7-3. The Houston Astros allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they defeated the visiting Yankees 8-1. Rick Porcello got his 2nd W of the season, leading the Red Sox over Kansas City 6-3. Matt Boyd won the game, finishing a complete game 1-hitter as Detroit took care of the Rays 5-0. The Blue Jays combined to give up just 5 hits as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 4-2. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. The Phillies totaled 11 hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 4-1. It was their 5th straight victory. Corey Dickerson sent 2 into the seats while driving in 6, helping lead the Pirates to victory over the Nationals 8-6. He is among the National League leaders in home runs. The New York Mets stopped their 6-game losing streak as they took down the visiting Braves 2-1. The Colorado Rockies pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 3-0. Luis Castillo got win number 1 on the year, helping lead Cincinnati to a win over the Brewers 3-0. The White Sox combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the Cardinals on the road 5-4. The win was their 6th in a row. Kenta Maeda got the win, throwing 8 shutout innings, leading the Dodgers over the Diamondbacks 7-3. He is currently among the NL leaders in earned run average. Hunter Strickland earned his first victory of the season, helping the Giants push past the Padres 5-4. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.